It's Top That Trade. Joining us now, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Uckman, an options trading pro. Here we go, guys, with round number one as we get you in the ring. Media minds, cord cutting, and consolidation are hitting TV hard, so you pick a media stock.
Did you cut your cord on your television? What are you talking about?
Some people do that.
But
media stocks are not dead. Now, if you remember a couple weeks ago, we talked about New York Times.
New York
Times is trading sideways, breakout, big move.
It did pretty
biggest
good.
mover of the day
And
yesterday.
I was not a believer.
300,000 new digital subscribers.
Right.
Innovation. If they can figure it out, there's still a lot of potential in a lot of those
old
media stocks.
Well, that stock really got beat up, but I want to look to the new media as well. Let's look at the Comcast. I think that's a big one. The Foxes. I think they're going to perform very well, especially with the new net neutrality rules. Those stocks are going to do very well.
On to round number two, weird weather. Now, Phil, a couple of weeks ago, you talked about that lack of snow and it was becoming worrisome for wheat, and wheat jumped 10%. Now there's issues with cattle, but we also have rain on the grains. What do you guys think that will mean?
Oh man, it's been unbelievable, this weather. And we warned about the wheat.
You
said
were
no
completely
snow cover.
right.
I know, and
All right.
we were concerned.
Let me
And
count
not
to
only
three.
did we get snow.
1, 2, 3. All right, it's out of my system.
We got snow, and that really got that market to go. But it's not just snow. I mean, the weather that we've had just over the last week's unbelievable. In the grain belt, rain is going like crazy. The farmers were doing really good on planting. They're getting slowed down. But what's really worse is what happened to cattle. We may have lost 1 million head of cattle. I saw one picture in Kansas City where 30 head of cattle were struck by lightning, wiped out. A place in Canton, Texas, where a rancher I talked to said, hey, I had 1,000 head of cattle, tornadoes came through, I can't find them. So there's going to be some major losses in the U.S. cattle market at a time where supplies are tight. That's right. Be careful of falling cattle.
Because when they do come down, it's not going to be pretty.
You know, there's some truth to that. You know, when the harder the
lesson
fall
is that there's always price shock potential in agricultural commodities. It's Mother Nature. It's Mother Nature. That's supply and demand, and these things change quickly. So everybody has been so negative on the grains for so long. This is the type of thing that turns the tide, and the sentiment can change.
It sure is. You cannot get too complacent too early in the season. Now, the old adage is rain does make rain, so it can come back down at some point in the future. But in the short term, weather is causing havoc in the ags.
Round number three, Go-Go Guac, a shortage of avocados, has prices reaching 19-year highs. And here we are on Cinco de Mayo. Coincidentally, McDonald's is offering the Guac burger. So what food stock do you think is ready to eat up?
Down here, decade lows at 16. So again, like the agricultural commodities, some sort of catalyst can give this a spark because it's way overdone to the downside and been forgotten about once again.
The food stock I like is not really a food stock, it's how you get the food. I like Grubhub down here.
For today's bonus round question, we are going to the Kentucky Derby.
Where's my mint julep?
Yeah,
I need a mint julep.
That's the first thing we thought of was drinks.
I wore my hat. All right.
Churchill Downs stock was recently downgraded. For what reason? The ponies are slower, too much partying in the infield, or the company missed on earnings.
I'm going to say the ponies are slower than they used to be.
She's trying to trick us again.
No, I don't think
These
so.
These questions are more a test of psychology than they are of actually knowing
their earnings
answers.
might be down. Listen, I do know the earnings are down because there's a lot of people betting on a lot of things.
All three of them.
I'm going to go with the betting. Betting is down. That's
you would be correct. The company missed on earnings.
No. He's going with all three. I am going to go with the fact that their earnings are down because people are gambling on things other than horses.
I'm not sure it's because of the gambling aspect, so we'll give you a half correct on that. Better to be half right than all wrong.
So maybe you're there you go, half right.
Wait a second. I'm half right.
Business First continues right after this. Thanks, guys. Great job.